Greg, one of the great things I noticed when we came in here is very much a family-run business. It's kind of family-oriented. There's just a really nice, cozy feeling when you come in here. Tell us a little bit about your family and your staff who work here.
Well, we've got a detailer in the back. We've got his name's Brett. We've got Amy. We've got Trevor. My wife comes in and helps out, and then of course I'm here, Greg, and we all have different roles, but we all help each other out. And
now you've grown up in the business, I noticed, because I mean this is all that you kind of did when you were a child, right? Was you were immersed in cars and kind of everything to do with them.
Yeah, I can remember being in high school as a sophomore, telling myself I'm going to own my own car dealership. I was going to have it planted out in Mendon. I don't know why at the time I wanted to put a car dealership out in Mendon, but
yeah, this is probably more convenient right here.
This makes sense. That didn't make sense, but I can remember specifically waking up to go to school. Mom and Dad were both going to work. They were both working at the same car lot, and they both started out there. And then after school, I'd go out there and I'd wash the cars and detail the cars. And so we've grown up in the car business. And my mom, my dad, and my wife, she sold cars. I mean, we've all been a part of it. We've all picked apart dealerships we've worked at in the past, and we've all found the good things that we like about the dealerships, and we've all found the things that we might want to change, and we've kind of compiled them to this dealership. We like the family feeling. We like the type of cars that we have, newer cars with lower miles, typically under factory warranty. And that's kind of what we're hunting for, and we have a kind of a theme going, I guess you can say. So,
who's your main salesman?
The GM, I guess you can call him, is Trevor Bowen. He's from Cache Valley. We went to high school together, and he's a stud. He's very familiar with sales, but he's mostly familiar with people. He's really easy to talk to, and very, very little pressure, if any pressure, to tell you the honest truth. But he's the guy that you're probably going to talk to first initially, and if I walk out there, you'll be talking to me, but mostly Trevor. And then we have Amy. Her name's Amy Austin. It's my mother, and she's been in the industry doing finance now for 15 years. And so most of these banks, when we opened up, it takes some time to get started with these banks. We were able to have our foot in the door well beyond, because we'd done financing at other car dealerships, and be able to bring our experience and reputation into this dealership. And she brings 15 years of experience. And to tell you the honest truth, I can't work with my mom and do anything shady. This dealership is 100% on the up and up, and we do things really well because my mom's here, my wife's here. We're doing things as a family.
And so your family, before you ever got into this particular one, as I'm understanding it, your family already had a reputation, a good reputation to live up to, because that's really easy to get in the used car business, is a bad reputation. And your mother, having worked at various other places, and now bringing all this experience to help you guys.
Correct. I mean, Amy started out with a bad experience. She sold cars for a weekend, and she did really, really well, sold a lot of cars, and then they decided 2 weeks into it they're going to throw her into the finance office. So she literally sold cars for 2 weeks and then became a finance manager. She was working the makeup counter at Dillard's, and then there was a weekend they were having a big sale. They said, "We need to borrow you, Amy," and they threw her in there, and she did really well. And so ever since she's been in the car business, she's only done finance, and so that's kind of her area of expertise. But every car dealer has a negative brand thrown on their face right out the get-go, and we were able to squash that bug from day one, just with the reputations that we were bringing from Trevor and Amy and myself. So.
Okay. And that's hugely important, because, as we've said before, Cache Valley is a small place, and to have a bad reputation preceding you would not be at all good. You guys now built up based on your former places of employment and business. You guys now have this really good reputation.
Yeah, and Facebook, everybody's tagged into Facebook right now, and so if people want to know our reputation, I mean, Facebook is a huge tool that we use. Google, they can Google Guaranteed Auto Sales or look up on Facebook. Our Google is 4.9 stars out of 5 with 31 reviews. Our Facebook has 119 reviews with 4.6 stars out of 5. So we really make all the people that come in here happy. there's no reason why they wouldn't be happy. So
Right, no reason for anybody to go away being disappointed or offended or anything else.
correct.
Okay. So great place to come. Let's talk about where you are, Greg.
At 1835 North Main, just north of Jack's Tire and Oil, across the street from Kmart and Subway. So
And this used to be which building?
used to be the old Dally car dealerships. So
Okay, so good start. Good new start for an old building. Good new car dealership. Guaranteed Auto. Thanks, Greg.